harmonious interrelationship between the health of body, mind, and the soul. So we have a few ingredients here to work. Body itself has 75 trillion cells. So how are you going to actually conduct all of this? And would like to find out, okay, where is the master plan? How can we actually first define what is health, what is sickness, and how can we can bring all of this together? A definition that I like very much to talk about. How about it's the same as darkness is lack of light? Do we all agree? Can I have a So I'd like you to imagine you stop heating the wall when you turn on the light. Isn't that true? Have you ever been to a dark room and you didn't know what to do, what was happening? You had no knowledge of what was in the room until the light went on. How long it took you to get the idea of which room you are in? No time. So, do we worry about what kind of darkness we have? Or how dark is the darkness? No! All we want to know is that can we bring in light? Can you manipulate darkness to create light? Can you do that? I say, I have a dark room, but I'm going to just change it. I don't like darkness, but I can change. I can bring light. You can't. The only way I can actually change anything in this room is that I cannot have it flash dark. Unless I go to the source. I reduce the source of light, and this would be dark. Correct? So we are all on the same page. So, does Red Cross look at the sign of life or sign of death when they go on disaster area? Life! Do they remark that the survivor seems dead, looks exhausted, sad, hopeless, barely living, knocked out of shape, pale, sick, looking not worth the reviving? Would they say that? They say, hallelujah, I have life. Let me see when I get into revive. Correct? So what is our society's program belief? To find lack versus abundance. Alright, fault versus virtue. Isn't it easier to find faults than to look for the virtues? Right? What do the movies portray of comments exchanged after a family reunion? It says, oh, what's wrong with so-and-so versus what is right with them, right? We didn't even talk about what was the sign of life in him. What did he bring to the table? So with families like them, who wants enemies, right? So, which group do you belong to? Lack versus abundance finders. Or do you keep looking for lack? Okay, what's wrong with this guy? Sickness versus health. We move around instead of celebrating someone's health. We say, oh my God, you look pale today. What happened? Hello? It looks lovely. So why not look at what is there versus what is not there? Fault versus virtue. Worry versus hope. Have you ever been to a grocery store and you have found that those cards are stuck together? Okay? You will go, you reach for the card, you say, trouble, it's not working, okay? What's wrong with this store? All of these are stuck. And another person comes in, finds out what's going on, moves it around, one lever will allow you to open up. What's the choice? Whose choice is that? Yours. You could decide to be a problem solver or a problem finder. defeat versus victory. Okay, are we celebrating defeat? Because this is, all of this that we are talking about is affecting your health. This is what we are stabbing on our own soul and self if we do not take it. So whatever we focus, it is going to bring about in our lives. So whatever you think about, you bring about. So now, frown versus smile. So whatever mind conceives. So how many times do you allow a baby to fall to learn how to walk? Before you say, that's it! You are not made to walk. Did you ever say that? Have you ever said that? And yet, we run in, we want to achieve something, and as soon as we have a few tumbling steps, as everybody has already called us names, labeled us, that you're a loser, you don't get anywhere, you've achieved everything just one day, and then the rest you're back on the same track. So, will that help you achieve? Would you do that to your child? We don't. We stop. We never did it while our child was learning to walk, and we do that while we go through life. So, goal is to see what we can do to delabel. Let's say it is not, doesn't matter whether you fall. What matters is that how fast you get up. And that is the direction that one is going, correct? So society gives up on patients because of labels given to them. Oh, arthritis, old age, depression. Oh, this is it. So thank you. I have been awarded the diagnosis, and please respect me. I have arthritis, and I will be in pain the rest of my life. Live with it. The result is, upon first sign of pain, trouble, one becomes what? Fearful. Why? Because whatever we have assigned in the society, assigned to all those other guys, we think, oh, it is happening to me. It is coming to become a reality. The result is that one is afraid of the same doom and gloom he ordered others. Lifelong of suffering, die prematurely, on wheelchair, convalescent homes, unable to do activities of daily living. How terrible is that? That once you become sick, you suddenly already put yourself to a doom and gloom. I'd like to give you the smoke and alarm analogy. Do you worry about the sound of alarm? Do you? You worry about it, right? Do you worry about quieting it down? Do you say, oh my God, it's too noisy, oh, I have a headache, please turn it off? What if the firefighters come and they actually get in the house and they say, by the way, where's the fire alarm? Oh, right in that corner, my head is just pounding. So no problem, ma'am, I'll take care of it for you. They go up the ladder, they turn it off, and they say, thank you, have a super day, we'll see you later. Would you allow them to do that? How many would allow them to do that? You allow them? Most don't, right? You say, where is the fire? So the fire alarm is only a symptom that tells you something is wrong. So shall we worry about the fire, finding the fire, or worry about quieting the symptoms and not hearing? Correct? In what frame of mind patients present in our office? Distressed, worried of doom and gloom, how about hopelessness, doubtful, no faith in finding solution, they're irritable, they're angry, they're snappy, they're unkind, they're rude, they're agitated, they're stressed, with a few S, anxious, nervous, hating any healthcare providers, Because they have been there, they said, forget it. Okay, what are you going to tell me new? I've heard it all. I have arthritis because they say it's an old age. I've got a problem in my right leg, knee. They say it is old age. I'm confused. I am whatever age, and both legs are of the same age. How could one have problems? So, expecting to receive another bad diagnosis without any solution, right? So, did that patient just come in to me as a headache? No, he came with all of those bags. So, how are you going to take care of that? Do you think that there has to be a multi-approach? Do you think that there should be a harmonious way of looking at the various aspects of this reality? And that is what this foundation is striving for, that to define what are the various facets of our reality. So once you have an answer, it actually addresses all the facets. So why are they doing what they do? It's because they are tired. They are heavy down by the chains of negativity, worries, confused, don't know where to turn to, maybe ready to take their own life. Wonders, why me, why am I in so much trouble? They gave them hope. So do you think medication will give them hope? Not even that much, huh? So, far away from being a noble man and a noble human being, with all those characters that I mentioned, do you consider that a upright, noble person? What happened that made them fall in that? Because of ailment, because of the worries, because of the grief, and so on that has been going on. What are they looking for? For a magical fairy solving their problems. Yes? That would be nice. Do you ever think, if you have any aches and pains, this is, oh, would that be possible that I get up in the morning and my aches are gone? Like a child was looking for a caring mother, wiping their tears away while they had fever. They knew that they are not their pains. We knew as kids that we were not our pains and aches. We knew that those would go away and we will be fine. And Mom is there to take care of us. And yet, once we equal our pains to be us and to be the same as our own identity, is that when we really will succumb to this agony of pain. Do we all agree? We believe that, okay, depression or whatever aches and pains, sciatica, and my life problems is me. So, what is worth living? So, why? What happened? Why did we equate the two? We are not our problems. We are much nobler than that. So how should you then treat this patient? Unless you deal with the body which aches, right? The soul which grieves, and the mind which worries because of what has happened to them, right? You can't get a lasting result, can you? If you just say, okay, take this medication 5 times a day, 200 days in a row, and don't complain. Would you do that? What have you done? Have you addressed the other sides? No. You can't get any lasting results. So if a mental cloud intercedes between the patient and the sun of his noble reality. There is no race of that reality unless he realizes and believes that it will be temporary. How many times do you have a dark cloud and this is depressing? What is this? This is San Diego, or this is, where I have moved to be. And can you imagine a rider? A rider of the horse, which is knocked off the saddle, the foot is hanging, on, and the horse is just running. Yet, the rider is bleeding, it is in trouble, is asking for help, and you're taking care of the wounds, you're saying, would you like some water? And the horse is going, and you have not done anything to bring the rider back on the saddle. Which one would you first do? Just keep helping him while he is being beaten on the pavement? What would you do? Thus, the need for the harmonious interrelation between the health of the body, mind, and the soul. Body was the horse. Soul was the rider. The worries, what was worrying him while he was being tumbled. So a treatment protocol. You should impart gladness to your patient. So as we go through these, I'd like you to just remember some of those conditions that the patient came to us and how this addresses that. You should impart gladness to your patient. Give him comfort and joy and bring him ecstasy and exaltation. How often has it occurred that this has caused early recovery? When at the bedside of a patient, cheer and gladden his heart and enrapture his spirit through celestial power indeed. Such a heavenly breath quickens every moldering bone and revives the spirit of every city one of the body. I'd like you to listen to a couple of these.
Patterson, I'm from Escondido, California. And back in May, I fell in the parking lot while I was running and I fell. And I've been experiencing a bad shoulder pain where I can't hardly lift my arm. And so after all this pain I was going through, I finally went to Palomar Hospital for an x-ray. And all they said was that I had a pinched nerve and released me from the hospital. They didn't try to help me or anything. And I recently walked into somewhere and I seen Dr. Somit's ad. And I decided to come in, and within 45 minutes of seeing him, I feel so much better. I can actually hear out of my ear. I can breathe a lot better. And I'm just experiencing something that I've never experienced before. And if you guys are having any kind of pain, I suggest that you come and see him.
I'd like you to listen to this one.
Okay, hi, I'm Alicia Bickham, and I came here to Dr. Mead's office. I found it on Google search, and basically I am very skeptical of going to any chiropractors because I respect my body and I don't want to just let anybody mess with my spine. I came here, I couldn't move my neck this morning, I've been really bloated, I have sinus problems. After a very long and thorough examination, I feel better, I'm smiling, and my nose feels better, my posture feels better. I'm actually a lot more aware of my neck now too, which I've been holding. I thought I had good posture, so I'm learning how to heal myself, and I'm going to come back, and I hope you have a good session too.
Can you buy that smile? No. Will that smile only stay in my office, or it will go into the home? That soul, that rider, is back on that horse. I have not done much more than to recognize the need for the care, finding what is needed to be done, and doing what needed to be done that had taken the first patient at least about 6 months of no care, no hope, to come in 45 minutes to feel the change. So would you say, will that make you a better human being or a worse human being? A better, right? So it requires that the fruits of the soul is that how do we know that your treatments have successfully brought all aspects of human existence, of body, mind, and the soul in harmony. Now, one thing I'd like to mention is that out of this, I'm also adding heart. We comprehend with our heart. So when we receive love and attention and affection, the heart moves and all the various areas that have been shielding you will drop down. So it's critical that love will be the key element in finding a care provider. Those who love, they help you more. And that allows both you and the provider to become a better potentiated human being. So, in Galatians 5, it says, the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith.